in this moment. So if that's a smiley face, put it over there. If that's a huggy face, put it over there. If that's a hungry face, put it on there. Let's see them emojis. So you're on.
Yeah, but I don't see our pictures up here.
Well, I wouldn't see the picture.
Did you see it? Are you logged in?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was going to be video.
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. I was
Oh, okay. Well, listen, if you haven't already, would you guys please click that Podbean link and go over, like, and follow us on Podbean? That is where our podcasts are uploaded to, then you can hear from there.
Yes.
There is a slight echo. Oh, we got a bunch of people join us. Hey, Hilly. Hey, Raja. Hey, Big Eye Butterfly. Hey, Mike. Hey, Amy. Hey, P.
Did yours have to do all this when you did this whole wave
It
stuff?
didn't. No. Downloading.
Like, I feel like, is this like a spam?
Oh, why you on wave?
I don't know. You know what? This is dumb. This is dumb. All right.
Listen.
I guess we.
Are you on Podbean at all?
I was, and I don't know how. After I clicked the link, it's 8:05, and we're still trying to work this out. You guys give us like 2 more minutes. So what if I check to get on? What am I clicking?
So start your own. No. Move your phone for a second. Oh, you're live already. Allow us to read. Okay. No, you're on.
I'm live?
Mm-hmm.
How come I don't see like what you see?
I don't think you're supposed to.
This is what you clicked to get on? You clicked that link to get on?
No, because I'm on our page.
So am I.
Start your own live. What?
You guys.
Listen.
Hey, HK.
My mom.
Heather. Hey, Heather.
My mom not on here, right? Because we know what she'll say. Okay, go live.
Oh, snap. Do we have it? I think I do.
You're live streaming in another browser window. Finish live.
Okay. Am I in?
You're in. No.
It's doing something. I think I'm in.
Is it moving? Oh, okay, you're in.
I'm in. Okay, we starting. Hey, is it recording?
Hello, it's recording.
Okay, great. All right.
Well, yeah.
Boom.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to introduce ourselves. I know a lot of you guys already know who we are. If any of you guys remember, we did have a little thing called Amp Up, Wind Down. We did that with another organization called Love. Dawn, what's the name of the organization that we did Amp Up, Wind Down for? Oh my gosh. Dawn, type fast. Love, heart beyond words.
Heart beyond. Yes.
It was heart beyond words. We did Amp Up, Wind Down for them to get people excited and ready for their upcoming event. We pretty much focused on self-care, self-love, things like that. So from that was birthed this, which is a podcast that we're going to start called, or have started already, called Let Me Tell You. So my name's Christina Robinson. I am a school counselor, and I also have a counseling agency that I've been counseling children and adults for a little over around 5 years or so. So that's me.
And I'm Shakura. I am an MSW graduate. I'm also a sex coach, and I am in the process of building up my own private agency. And what our role here today is, our goal is to help people navigate life's transitions and challenges so they can be motivated to make the necessary changes to live a healthy and full life. and that is who we are.
Yep.
So part of that is not just to talk about what the hard things are, but also to bring some joy and laughter into life situations.
Yes. I'm pouring some wine as she's talking about this because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. All right, so we already started posting some podcasts. We posted 2 so far. The one we did last week was about how to deal with grief, and some of the points we dealt with is actually that was a podcast that we had a couple of friends on with us.
Yes.
So it was pretty fun. A lot of things came up. A lot of people gave suggestions of things they do. The top 3 things that I probably want to mention here is they were talking about, not isolating yourself. So making sure you're surrounding yourself with people that love you and that you love. That's very important. Number 2, second thing we talked about a lot was not canceling all your plans.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had already planned on doing A, B, and C, if you're feeling some kind of way, you start feeling, extra sad, extra depressed, extra whatever. Try not to cancel everything that's on your schedule. Try to keep some things consistent, because if you do that, that's going to get you sometimes in a rut, and it's going to be hard to get out of that. Another thing, change your expectations. So maybe one year you might be, I'm throwing this party, I'm doing this 8-course meal, I'm doing all this stuff. But this year you might feel a little bit differently for whatever reason, so adjust. And believe me, people will understand. They will also adjust, and the will not end. I promise you.
Yeah, I think something else that was important that came out of that conversation was that you can have joy and be grieving at the same time, right?
Right.
And we also talked. I got to stop doing that. Like, I know we're right next to each other, but we should actually be looking right into the camera. Okay, so
That looks good.
is it?
It is good.
Okay. Retract. So another important thing that came out of that was that you can actually have joy and grief at the same time. And because of how society has these constructs, it's almost like it's a negative thing to be happy in a space where you're hurting.
Right.
But there can be moments of joy during grief. And we also talked about grief not only being related to death. Sometimes grief comes from disappointment, wanting something and not getting it, homelessness,
Right.
losing a job, or trying to take care of your family and being unable to provide things that is needed. Like, there are many areas where grief can come from. And a lot of times we only tend to focus on grief during the holidays because that is the season where we see the highest amount of suicides. So, but there are other things that lead to suicides. A lot of people are not only hurting because they lost a loved one. Some people are hurting because they lost their job, or the thing that they would believe in God for, they didn't get. And so we talked about how we can move and transition through our grief. And one of those ways was to have a supportive community. It doesn't have to be a lot of people, 2 to 3 people that maybe you trust, that you feel like you can talk to openly and not be judged. Another one was being honest about where you are, recognizing that you are in a season of grief, and then being honest that you are grieving. Did you want to add to that?
There's an echo.
There is an echo.
Is your volume on your phone?
It is, but I can't turn it down. So how about we do this? I'm going to turn mine. Well, I can't. Are you logged into LMTU?
On Instagram? What are you on?
This is Instagram.
We're both on the same Instagram.
Are you on LMTU? It don't matter. I can't turn the volume off on my phone.
I'm just going to leave, and maybe we can put that in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. Is the echo still, y'all?
Here. Take that. And
Actually,
then
oh,
we're not both on camera.
I think some people were under my name.
Oh. Okay, so if you're still here, with us.
No echo now.
and you had joined us from Christina page, please go to @lmtu.sc where you can join us on our podcast Instagram page. Thank you guys for your patience. It'll be better next month, I promise.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to get closer. Okay.
All
right. What is this? Oh. Okay. All right.
So just one more time, if you were on Good Morning, Miss Robinson, please switch over to @lmtu.sc to continue this conversation with us.
Right. So that's pretty much what we talked about in our last podcast. So our upcoming podcast is called
How to tell your partner that you have
No. That's not the name of it. What's the name that we gave it?
Oh, the name we gave was what you gave me what?
That's the name.
Yes.
It's called You Gave Me What? And this is based off of, we have another sector of our podcast. We have the rather Let Me Tell You, but sometimes we have people, well, actually, we had a lot of people message us for things that they want us to specifically talk about. And this was one of those questions from one of our viewers that they wanted us specifically talk about. And we're calling that Let Me Tell You That I See You. Yeah. Something like that. We're still working out the names. It's going to be something like that. So listen out for that. That's coming on. Oh, that's dropping this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m.
It's a special segment.
And it's very interesting.
Yes.
Very.
It was a great conversation, though. And we did a lot of laughing.
It was a lot of laughing.
And we learned something new.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
So someone overheard that while I was editing it, and they were like, oh, well, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. We're not laughing at anyone who might have experienced this new thing that we learned about. We're laughing at the fact that we all were shocked and the room just got completely silent. And then I just broke the ice with, and then there's that.
Right. So it was something unexpected that we wasn't expecting to talk about that day. Yeah. But we did, and I think the conversation went well, and it's going to be really interesting to listen to. I listened to it at least once or twice, and I was laughing at myself. So it was good. So hopefully, you guys be able to hit that up and watch us for that.
And we do hope that you guys enjoy the conversation also and find that you heard something new and be encouraged. That's the goal, is to help you to be encouraged.
Exactly. And if you have anything that you specifically want us to talk about on the podcast, you can definitely send us a message on Instagram, on Facebook. We also have YouTube, so feel free to join that page.
And you can just look for us under Let Me Tell You on YouTube, and then on Instagram, if you're here, it's at @lmtu.sc, and on Facebook you can find us at Let Me Tell You.
Yeah. So yes. So after that, we're going to be recording a couple more stuff tomorrow. That's going to be for next week, and then weeks after. We're going to be talking about boundaries. We're going to be talking about.
Listen, so I did let you guys know that I am a sex coach, and so we will be talking about some things that have to do with sex and sexuality and romance and relationships, and actually we'll be recording a part of that tomorrow, and that'll be dropping in 2 weeks, and that's going to be a special segment also. And so you guys will know when we're doing a special segment, because we'll say it, but then you'll also hear the intro maybe a little bit different. And if you guys like to be a part of that conversation, make sure you join us at Podbean, LMTU. And that stands for Let Me Tell You. You also can look out for our post on YouTube at Let Me Tell You, and Instagram at lmtu.sc. Those are all our handles. They'll be in the post, but we have a lot of great topics coming up.
Yeah, lots of good topics.
We got some hard ones too.
Some are hard. Actually, one of them that I'm interested in talking about which some people might have, their own opinions about, but we're going to be talking about what is called
polyamory.
Polyamory.
Yes.
If you don't know what it is, look it up, because I didn't know what it was either. But yeah, we're going to hopefully have a guest speaker for that one who's going to give us some insight as far as her personal experience working and being relating in that arena.
Being in a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah. So that's going to be, I'm excited about that one.
I know you guys, if you watch Red Table Talk, you've heard Willow talk about polyamory, which probably felt a little weird because she's like 18 or 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
But so if you're not familiar with polyamory, tune into that episode. Okay. I'm trying to hide my rules. I was like, oh, okay, I ain't got to be in the camera. But tune into that episode where we'll be discussing polyamory, the different types. And there are a lot of forms of polyamory. So whatever you think you know about polyamory, if you're not already in a poly relationship, you will find this conversation insightful, if nothing else. And I just ask you guys to keep an open mind. We ask you guys to keep your comments healthy and in a good light. And if you feel that, hey, you know what, I don't like what I'm hearing, this is not for me, please click off. It's okay. Because we're not shaming anybody, and everybody has their preference. And actually, what people do in their bedroom really is none of our business. And we're just letting you guys know what is going on out there, and it may not be for you, and that's okay. But we don't want to shame other people for what their choices are. I think in my sex coaching courses, we said don't yuck somebody else's yum. So then there's that. I'll take it.
And you might. And you might find out that maybe you are already in a semi version of a polyamory. Exactly. Kind of relationship.
Yeah. You're definitely, if you are not in a relationship that is characterized by monogamy, you might be in a non-monogamous relationship. And you and your partner, if you agreed, hey, we're not going to be serious, then you're probably in a poly. I mean, that's oversimplifying it, but
yeah. And again, we're not promoting or unpromoting that sort of lifestyle.
Yeah, but we're just letting you know. Listen, these are the questions that came up. So, and it's a whole lot. Listen, we're going to get into a whole lot. You know who, listen, y'all know, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. So, we're going to talk about how to, people are telling me, I didn't say all that. I'm responding to someone who just texted me. I didn't say all that. Anyway, so yes. So definitely listen in. We're going to try to do some lives throughout the months. Some of them are going to be regular non-videoed podcasts. So either way, like we said, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Podbean, all the different stuff. You can definitely hit us up. And I don't know.
And we really would love to hear the types of things that you would like to know about. What are some topics that you would like for us to talk about? Some other topics we're going to be talking about is how to keep the spark in a relationship. Keys to developing and maintaining a closely bonded relationship, romantic, familial, friendships. Friendships is a really big thing. I think friendships, like boundaries, is one of those things that we can talk about across the span of the podcast, because people are complicated, and sometimes friendships can be complicated, especially when you don't have the right boundaries in place, or you have attachment issues, depending on what your attachment style is. I shouldn't say issue, but depending on what your attachment style is, can show up in the type of relationships you have with friends.
Yep.
And you might have good girlfriends like I do, who we like to go live and sip some wine.
Yeah, and this is pretty decent wine. Let me do a pause right here. A pause for the cause.
It's nice and dry. It's good,
and it got a little sweetness to it too. It's not like it's not
tiny.
So this right here, I think someone gave this to me for my birthday, and I'm just now opening it, and that was for my birthday last year. So I guess it got a little bit of age on it. But this is called Apothic Red.
It's really
and
good.
it's winemaker's blend. This is pretty good wine. Now, I'm not, now, if you one of those Moscato drinkers and you just drink Moscatos and you stick with the sweetness, this ain't for you. It ain't for you.
And listen, we're not promoting drinking. If you don't drink, that is your personal choice. That, as Tabitha Brown would say, that's your business.
That's your.
We like,
or
wine.
If you can't even old enough, I don't know who's even on here. If Amy, if you're still on here, Amy, I know you can't drink, boo. But everybody else,
it's pretty good. It's a pretty good red. I think we kind of like the red now.
We do like.
We started off white, and then we went to visit this winery. Actually, that would be. Listen, tell us where you would like for us to do a podcast on location too, because we can do a live at a winery,
and you can come.
Hello. Yes,
this is like a meetup,
yes,
man.
We can have a meetup,
a meet and greet.
Yeah, we can do a meet and greet. That would be pretty cool.
Yep.
Yes, and we're pretty cool.
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
Yeah.
So meet and greet. If you're down for that, put a thumbs up in the chat.
Yeah, let's.
And this is for males and females. We don't discriminate. You know, we you know, everybody's welcome.
Yes, we're all human beings.
Right.
Okay, so some other topics we're going to talk about are adolescent children and switching from telling them to guiding them. Oh, I'm almost here.
We've been giving them the Podbean link, so they're not seeing us.
So, Aunt Kathy, I don't know if you have Instagram, but if you have, you do have Instagram. Go to Instagram, and you already are a friend of our podcast page, and you'll see us live on lmtu.sc. That's our Instagram page.
Yeah, we assume that with that link everybody can see and hear, but assume
because it's a podcast, it's just live.
Assuming it's no good.
Yes.
Hey, Mike.
For the hearts. Listen, please give us some hearts if you like, girl, y'all got a lot of work to do.
We over here sending people links and stuff. Yeah, Dave's like, we can't see you. We over here on Instagram, people on Facebook don't know. Girl, next time we gonna have it together.
Yes, we will.
I promise you, people. We're gonna get it together. Okay. Hey, cake that money. Who's that?
That's my Aunt Kathy. Cake that money. Yeah, because she makes birthday cakes with money.
Oh, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, literally. Okay. I thought it was like slang, like cake that money. Cake that money. Like, I thought.
She also does tumblers. The little insulated cups that you get from Starbucks and stuff like that. She makes those too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Look at us doing some free promotions. Free promotions right now.
All right, I digress. So how to deal with prideful men, how to manage anxiety in the workplace. That's another good. Anxiety by itself is just a really good topic.
It is.
Because of a lot of things that are happening in society today, we see a lot more children with high anxiety. And, a lot of times people say children are resilient. I've never believed that personally, that children are so resilient.
I mean, yes and no.
What you think?
Yes and no.
What are you saying?
I mean, are they resilient? Like they can bounce back after going through something easier than an adult can bounce back? Yes. Because if something happens at so young of an age, there's a lot of time passes before they become an adult to actually, yes and no.
Listen, this is why we have to have this conversation, right? Because when we talk about trauma, in the book that I'm finished reading right now, it's called Grandmother's Hands. It talks about generational trauma. So how we carry trauma in our bodies.
Yeah.
And so there's this idea that we're never really trauma free. Like the decisions that we make, the choices that we make are all coming out of the fact that we have this trauma that's following us from generation to generation. Right. And so when we look at kids and we think they're young, those traumas have now constructed their worldview.
Right.
And so then they develop behaviors.
Yeah.
They develop ideas about the world and relationships. Just to share a little bit about my own trauma, sometimes it can be very difficult for me to see a man with a young child. My mind just goes there. But it doesn't have anything to do with the person. It's just that I still have some parts of my experience that I have to work out.
Right.
I have also developed a worldview about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always suspicious. I'm never like, whew, okay, oh, there's a good dad right there, good granddad.
Mm.
It just never happens for me that way. So saying that to say, like, anxiety is a really good one. I don't think kids are as resilient as people proclaim them to be. I think that we assume that because they're young, or you move and they meet friends. But I feel like over the years we've seen that kids are not resilient. We've seen kids commit suicide. We've seen kids harm parents or harm other kids. We've seen all of these things, but we still say kids are resilient. So we're going to talk about it. Did you see what that said?
What? Something membership.
Thanks for the reminders. My husband up here sending us reminders. He said it's still a huge echo.
There's an echo now? Keep freezing and sound is in and out.
Turn down the volume.
Keeps freezing.
He said you're echoing a lot. Maybe we just need one mic. Turn your mic off. All right, let us know if that is better. We'll put the mic in between us and see if that sounds better.
I need to put it closer to us.
Okay.
One mic, one sound. One mic, one sound. How is it?
How is that?
Is that good?
Is that better?
Speak fast and forever hold your peace. Heather, how is it?
Keep freezing and sound is in and
Video
out.
is going in and out. Are you connected to the
I am. I think that's old.
You're not connected to the hotel's Wi-Fi?
No, I'm using my 5G. 5G is supposed to be the thing, but it's not.
Okay, so that's kind of stuff we're going to be talking about. Definitely next time it should be better. And since we're mostly going to be a podcast, it's mostly going to be audio anyway.
Yes.
But we will be doing some videos here and there to break up that monotony, because we definitely want to keep it interesting for our YouTube people, since that's mostly video.
Keep it interesting for all of you, right?
Yeah.
Because our goal and what we desire is really to help encourage you, to inspire you, to give you information that's going to help you to make better choices for yourself and have the life that you want.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to be able to make good choices to do that,
and put in the work.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's something we should talk about. Nobody said it, but we're on a journey. We've been on this weight loss journey for like
stop.
So we will we said that we were going to talk tonight, but like we were going to talk about starting off the new year.
Yeah.
With goals. Most people now are not really doing New Year's resolutions.
Right.
But we talked about goals or setting your intentions for the year. What do you want to gain? What do you want to change? What do you want to earn? How do you want to grow? What areas you want to develop? All of those. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they didn't even change the picture. Is on it?
Okay, maybe that's better for the internet connection. Is that
better? The stream is just not smooth. Maybe internet connection.
She typed that before.
Okay.
So yes, we're gonna talk. We want to talk about what's your goals for the new year. If you can hear us now, please tell us what your goals are. My goal, I put this. We put a post about this, and I say that my goal is the same as is every year: to lose last year's weight. So yeah. And I feel like, we're not calling it resolutions because we feel like there's like a bad lucky thing on resolutions. So we gave the resolution a new name and called it goals. It's really the same thing.
Yeah. Actually, I decided on setting your intentions for the year. But this is the thing, right? So Christine and I have been on this journey and we've lost weight. We've done it.
We have.
And then we just got tired of doing it.
We did.
So for me, my top 3 reasons why I didn't continue on that journey was either I got bored. What was the other one? I got bored.
Didn't feel like cooking.
Meal prep. And
Other food is just
and
good.
I had my excuse was that we worked together. I just kept saying, if me and Christina was together, we'll be able to do it. If me and Christina was together, we'd be going to the gym every day, which is true. If I was there or you was here, we probably would be doing it.
Yeah, we probably would.
But all of those are just excuses.
They are.
Right. So, so one thing that I'm doing differently is I'm writing it down.
She just pour me more wine as we talking about weight loss. Give me all the daggone calories. And she don't got nothing in her glass.
I'm not finished yet.
Okay, she's a feeder.
Listen. So what is one thing you're doing differently this year to try to stay
okay?
I don't want to say motivated because you got to push past even when you're not motivated. You got
even when you don't feel like it.
That was my number 2. I wasn't motivated.
Yeah.
But when motivation is not there, how are you going to obtain success?
Yeah.
So what is what is something that you're doing differently to obtain your goal this year?
Well, this year I started off, I kicked it off with a 10-day vegan fast. Mm-hmm. Not fast. I keep saying that because I was starving, but a 10-day vegan detox. It's a detox, and I ate raw, not even raw vegan detox. So raw vegetables and raw fruits, not like cooked fruit, but whatever, for 10 days. And I must say that was difficult, but it kicked me off. I lost a good amount of weight. Now I'm just trying to keep some of that weight
and you
off.
Can really tell she looks really good, but you looked really good the last time you did it too.
Yeah.
You can tell right away. So if you're wondering, well, you're her friend, why you didn't do it with her? She ain't tell me. But you know what? That's okay, because sometimes our friends can be our support, but they also can be a hindrance too. So I don't think we've been that for each other, but definitely when we both felt like we're tired, we should have probably tried to motivate each other to continue going.
Probably.
But I'm going to start that same detox at the end of this week, because I want to eat all the things while we're together and have the wine while we're together. So
I want to read a comment by one of our listeners who said, I want to do things that will make me happier, like expanding my business, visiting family more often, and calling to check on family more often. So that's great.
Oh,
that's a great goal. That's a great intention. I hope that you're able to accomplish that. It might help if you have somebody hold you accountable for it.
Oh yeah, accountability
Get a partner,
is big.
A goal partner.
What are you going to do differently this year that you did not do last year to make sure that you obtain at least one of those things? So those were 3 things. Choose one, and then tell us in the comment section what are you planning to do differently this year. For me, this year, one thing that I have set my attention to is not giving up. To push past tired and really just stick to the routine, which, by the way, I've been on for 2 weeks and it's been hard, especially when it's cold in the morning and you want to just stay underneath those covers. But I realized I do better in the morning. I have more energy, I'm more focused, and so I'm able to get more done in the morning, even though I wake up a little tired. Once I get going, I'm pretty good.
Okay. Well, hey, that's a tip for you.
Who was that sent that message?
You're on.
Cake that money. Tell us one thing
Take that money. Take that money.
Tell us one thing you're going to do differently this year to try to make sure you reach at least one of those goals.
And then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for everybody who's been on thus far.
We've been patient.
Who has been patient and telling we're echoing and telling us when we're chopping up. We appreciate you. Cake that money. If you heard her, if you can give us one thing that you plan on doing differently this year to try to attain some of those goals you had mentioned, that would be great. We'll give you another minute to do that. Let's go ahead and repeat our handles for those of them who didn't hear them first off.
Yes. So if you are with us on Facebook, then you're joining us from Facebook. Let me tell you.
Right.
If you're with us on Instagram, you are at lmtu.sc.
Yep.
And then you'll find us on Podbean. That is the name of the podcast and hosting site that you can find all of our latest podcasts.
And you can also find us on YouTube.
Yes, I keep forgetting about YouTube.
It's harder to find us on YouTube, so you might have to go through the link that we post on our media.
It won't be hard to find us on YouTube though if you go and you like and you share.
Yes.
Because the more likes we get, the more subscribers we get, and the more shares we get, the more visible we'll be.
Right.
So we'll appreciate if you would go over to YouTube and you would go over to Let Me Tell You. If you can't find us, type in Let Me Tell You, then go into filters, go into channel, and then scroll down and you'll see Let Me Tell You. It's a picture of a little microphone and you can subscribe that way.
Facts. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you. We hope everybody who's on here has already subscribed to any of the ones that we had listed.
Yes.
YouTube, and Facebook, Instagram, Podbean. Oh, there we go. Cake That Money.
1 second. And if you haven't already, please follow us here on Instagram. Since you're already here and you're not already following us, please follow us.
Follow so you can get all the notifications when we go on live again.
Yes.
And I'm just going to read Cake That Money's response. She says, I want to hold myself accountable when I do what I need to.
When I don't do what
I need to do to expand my business. That's great.
Yes.
That's a good plan. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. You have a wonderful. Let's shout out Dr. Reverend. Hold up.
Yes,
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
Hello.
Happy birthday! Shout out to him and all the greatness he has done for all the Black people in America.
Yes.
So let's not forget.
And we're here being able to do a podcast because of all the people who marched and died and fought for our rights.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Last, I'm just gonna read 2 Kila Honeybees comment. Or you want to read it?
I want to advocate for myself more. Step 1 is to be more clear with my therapist exactly what I want. Step 1 is to be more clear with my therapist exactly what I want to accomplish because she's not pushy enough.
Well, hey, make yourself clear, girl. Make yourself clear because
and get what you need.
Exactly.
And if your therapist can't give it to you, find a new one, darling. It's okay. You're hiring her. You can
just tell her what you need. You can't hire nobody for not being a mind reader.
Well, no, but if she's not a pushy person, if it's not her personality type, then she's not going to do that. So, but be honest first and let her know what you need.
She's like, fire.
If she can't fire her and find a new therapist, don't fire her. But give her a chance. Because, I just feel like with everything that's going on, we need to be connected to people who's going to help us. So tell her what you need. If she's not able to provide it, I'm sure she'd be willing to refer you to someone who can. And then you can find out if you really like that or not.
Right.
Because sometimes we think we need them and we get it and we're like, oh, I was wrong. All way wrong. Yeah.
Like that chick at The Best Man where she thought she wanted some rich and fancy boyfriend. And then she got the rich and fancy boyfriend and he didn't listen to her. He didn't pay attention to all the other poor boyfriends she had. So she went back to the poor boyfriend that ended up not being so poor because he got his own food truck. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, y'all know it.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Out of the two, I'm like, which one was more fine? More chestnut or what's that dude's name? The light skinned yellow boy? What's his name? What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Michael Ealy.
Oh, whew.
Yes. Either one. Either one. You can't lose.
Take a sip on that one.
Me too.
2 sips. One for the chocolate and one for the vanilla.
Caramel.
Oh my
God. 1 sip. 2 sip.
And on that note.
Keep
doing what you're doing. And
thank you. Cake that money. Cake that money. I love that name.
Yes, that is awesome.
Okay. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys next month, hopefully. Lord willing. And everybody be blessed.
Be blessed. Have a great year. See you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook with our next podcast, which is You Gave Me What?
You Gave Me What?
And then also on Podbean and YouTube.
Yep.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Oh.
End it.
Oh. It don't want to end.
End it.
It don't want to go
Click
nowhere.
something.
I'm trying.
Do it.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It don't want to end. It don't want to say goodbye.
It
Never
don't wanna-
can say goodbye.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Like, whew.